This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By the Children's Network of Southwest Florida. Become a foster or adopted parent. Call 855-933-KIDS. By Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers. Report a crime and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. Call 1-800-780-TIPS. By Solomon's Air Conditioning Incorporated. No matter what the weather is outside, have it your way inside. Call 239-693-1569. By Regions Bank Mortgage. On a mission to make life better for customers and communities. Call 239-560-1225. And by Lee Health. Southwest Florida, welcome back. So thrilled to get Kathleen and Arzu here on Lee Pitts Live, residents here of the New Beginning. Ladies, welcome to Lee Pitts Live.
Thank you.
All right, let's bump you in. Yeah. Well, I'm so excited to talk to you. I've gotten to know Mary over the year, and for me to actually get a chance to talk to residents in the New Beginning is a thrill to me, and I'm so impressed with the way you guys have come in and been good troopers to kind of talk about your experience here at New Beginning. Let's start with you, Arzu. As a program participant, what do you believe is the main goal of the New Beginning?
Well, it's not just to give you what you need and then, once you're done here, you leave and you go somewhere else, get the same help. It's provide you what you need to become able when you leave the program. So, we talk about it a lot. Government programs, sometimes they just give you the assistance, and then if you stay on it as long as possible, you really don't get anywhere. It's like a cycle. Mm-hmm. But here at the New Beginnings, with what's given to me is going to make me an independent person when I leave, and so that I can provide for myself and my son, and not need the help. And eventually maybe help other people.
Mm-hmm. You like that whole independent concept?
Yeah, I didn't understand it. And then, I grew up with my father being the main provider, but at the same time he was physically, mentally abusive towards my mom. But she didn't have anywhere to go. She didn't have an education. She had 5 brothers, but they were all married, had kids. And, I grew up in Turkey. So there's not many places like that provides you. So I didn't understand the independence. I understood the codependency more. So I went towards that kind of relationships. But once I got off the last relationship and came to the New Beginnings, went through the therapy and learned everything, I understood that, I need to take care of myself and be the independent person and, break that cycle of the abuse that was running in my family.
Great. Now, Kathleen, as you listening to her and listening to her story, I need to let the TV audience know that you guys see each other moving around here all the time in 6 apartments. Mm-hmm. You guys you decent friends?
Well, Arzu and I've been here about roughly 7 weeks, so we haven't really, we're very, very busy. We're both single parents, so, we don't get to spend a whole lot of time together, but we're definitely friendly, and she's very, very nice. Mm-hmm. So
same question to you about what New Beginnings means to you and what it means to the residents.
Well, for me personally, I am beyond grateful to have this opportunity, and to me it's the difference between struggling and not struggling, and just putting me in a position to where not only will I be self-sufficient, but I'll be in a position to where I can sustain myself and my family.
Mm-hmm. The New Beginnings. Tell me about your household, how many children you have, their ages, that kind of thing.
Yes, so I have 2 boys, and my youngest is Sebastian. He's a little over a year. And then I have Sawyer, and he's 2.5, closer to 3. So very busy.
When you move around at the New Beginnings, you see the outdoors. It's like there's a playground for the children. You got this beautiful front yard here. What does that mean for children in terms of how your children embrace all this good stuff here?
It's everything. I mean, it's convenient, it's nice, you know, we have a playground right in the backyard, and it just, I mean, everything we need is here, and I just love it, and they love it.
Tell me about your first time when you first came here and took a tour. What were your thoughts?
Oh my goodness. Too good to be true. I mean, because it's really hard for me to articulate how nice it is. You know, the apartments are they're absolutely beautiful. They're like brand new. So, you know, and the furniture is like brand new, if not brand new, you know, in some of the units. So, you know, it's just, it's nice. It's refreshing to, you know, it's literally a new beginning. I mean, you know, a fresh start. And, you know, it's motivating for you to maintain that, you know, the cleanliness, the upkeep. You come here and just look at how nice everything is, and you want to, you know, maintain that.
Now, you've only been here for a short period of time, but what impact has the program had on you already?
Definitely just very significant positive impact for me. You know, just the thought I had actually prayed, and the idea of going back to school I had, you know, has been lingering in my mind for quite some time, you know, but it was just like, how am I going to do this? You know, I have to work full time. So, you know, when I was accepted to the program and just being here for the short period of time, it's just really, I mean, I'm just overwhelmed with joy and gratitude, and I'm just looking forward to, you know, this journey and, you know, what's on the other side of it. And I know it's going to be good, so.
Now, Arzu, you have a little more time here than Kathleen. So you've really had an opportunity to see the impact that the program has had on you. Speak to that.
So when I came here, you know, Mary took me into the apartment, and then I was living in a 1-bedroom apartment with my baby's father. And then I came here, I see 2 bedrooms, you know. My son is gonna have his own room, and then, you know, washer, dryer and everything. And I'm like, oh my God. I was, you know, shocked, and I was so happy. But, you know, at the beginning, I was calling her Miss Mary, Miss Mary. 2 years later, it's Grandma. So the program comes with a grandma and grandpa.
Okay.
To the kids, because, you know, they love the kids. You know, when we go to church, she will always have little snacks for them, you know, toys, so that we can listen to the service with full attention. And then when I came here, you know, I had postpartum depression. I was struggling with an eating disorder, leftovers, which is like binge eating, you know, coping with the trauma and everything I went through. And, you know, I didn't know how to be a parent. I was so scared. How am I going to keep this boy alive? He was like 6.5 months old, and I had his father. You know, he wasn't the greatest thing, but at least there was another person. So when I came here, I was scared, but, you know, they helped me with sleep training. They helped me start therapy, which helped me understand the patterns of the abuse. They had faith in me, you know. When I said to Mary I wanted to go to a technical school and get it over with in 1 year, she said, you are smart, you should go to, you know, college. And I was like, oh, somebody believes in me, you know. Nobody ever said that to me. I have a degree in hospitality and hotel management from Turkey, 2-year degree. But, you know, I wanted to get something better for me and my son. So now I'm in my 2nd semester of nursing program. I have a stronger faith in God. And, you know, I have a wonderful support system I can call when I'm struggling with things. And I have faith in myself. My goal is not to finish the nursing program and just, you know, start working. In long term, I want to be a nurse practitioner and, you know, come tell them, hey, I made it, you know, thanks to you. Because before this program, I didn't know that I could be somebody. I just thought that I was who I was, and I worked as a server. And, you know, I thought that was my life. But now I'm like, you know, and it's not the money that is gonna, you know, give me the peace. It's gonna be like, hey, you know what? I am more than what I was thought I was.
Right, self-esteem.
Yeah.
I think you said you've been here. How long have you been here?
It's over 2 years.
Right. That's good. That's a good jumping point for me. Now, what program you think that you learned here that's going to benefit you most when you leave?
I think having a support system, good environment. You know, they say you are the quality of 5 people around you. So choosing good people that have faith and, you know, doesn't rely on their emotions to give you advice. So I have mentors, you know, I can call them and I know that they will separate their emotions and say, you know, what would God want us to tell her? So when I have those people, I have no doubt that they are looking out for me. That's one thing. And then knowing that there's a light at the end of tunnel, I guess.
Now, you're going to graduate in 2 years?
Actually, I have 1 year left. December 2021, I'll hopefully be an RN.
Give some advice right now to Kathleen.
There's light at the end of
about
tunnel.
sticking it out like you did.
Don't give up and listen. Be submissive. I know when you say submissive, it may sound negative, but the people at the office wants the best for you. You may not see it right away because as adults, we don't like being told what to do. I'm 31 years old. I don't want to hear you telling me, oh, you do this, you do this. But once you start seeing that, hey, these people have good intentions and no expectations of you, but be successful, you're like, oh, okay, maybe I should listen. So I learned to take advice at this age, and I'm so glad I did. Before, I wanted to do everything and say, hey, I've done something wrong, but it's too late, you know. Now I'm like, hey, I'm about to do this, what do you think? So be open to advice and, you know, look for the good.
Sounds great. Kathleen, the programs, you start to get some exposure to the program here. What do you think is going to be most beneficial for you when you meet that big graduation day?
Being in a position to get an education and also build relationships with people, as Arzu was saying, people that really just have what's in my best interest and people who are spiritually sound, because that's part of this program. And for me, that's huge. For me, that's everything. So have you had a chance to have someone come over and visit, a relative or something like that, to see your nice apartment, and what was their response? I haven't. Well, a good friend of mine, she's like a sister. I've known her for over 20 years. We're very close. She's my best friend, and she actually takes me to and from church. And she had come in one Sunday because she was helping me carry some groceries in, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, this is so nice." Yeah. I mean, she didn't take a tour or anything, but she did get a chance to see a little bit, and yeah, she was like, "Wow,"
Well, I got a chance to talk to Mary in the first half of the part of third of the show, Masters, who's one of the co-founders here, and she talked about some of the basic curfew and some other rules that you have to follow. Are those following those rules for what you get is really nothing? I'm saying that. Is that the way you feel about it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, such a small sacrifice, and really, I feel like they're set in place. It's more of protection, if anything, and for our safety. It's not to say, hey, you can't do this just because we say you can't. It's for a very good reason, and and I'm grateful for that.
What would you like to say to the people of the New Beginnings, the people who run this operation, founded this operation, and putting in all this effort for your success?
I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And this literally is the difference between me being, successful in life and being able to raise my children and not have to struggle. And I'm so grateful for that. I mean, this is everything.
Would you encourage other single moms to look into the New Beginnings as a possibility of a place that they could be?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
What would you like to say to the New Beginnings organization, Arzu?
Well, they changed me. They helped me to be a different person, which I love. And they helped me be a good parent. They helped me to have faith in God, faith in myself, and I love them. And Bill and Mary Masters, they're the great grandparents. My son doesn't have grandparents; they're in Turkey, But when we take a walk with my son, he'll always say, I want to see grandma, I want to see grandma. And then we'll knock the door and we'll play with her. And, at church too. He's always excited to see them. So it's not just what they give us as material, it's the relationships and the spiritual wise that nothing can replace that. So I hope, one day I'll be coming back and, helping them when they need me.
Well, I tell you, this has been a testimony of magnificent proportion. Much success to both of you, and it's just been a pleasure to have you on the show. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted, and I mean they're usually interrupted. And this is not an understatement by these lovely young ladies here at the New Beginnings who are doing it. We'll be right back.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, Southwest Florida. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts. I hope you enjoy that particular show, but you can always catch us here on YouTube. Just click on the subscribe button down there. That way you can get your Lee Pitts Live on demand when you want it and how you want it. We also encourage you to watch our show on Fox 4 and connect with us on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live.